While sawing, the profile's position on the sawing table is very important. It's the basis of perfect miters. In order to achieve this, the machine tools have to be sharp enough and the machines have to be well adjusted and adequately lubricated. Use the appropriate clamps and ensure that the supply and outlet table does not show any chips or other contaminants. When the operations are performed in a conventional way, the various operation positions must be outlined on the profiles first. We refer to the catalogue for the exact positions. We will then perform the various operations for the tilt and turn window with the Reynaers punching tools. Drainage in the lower frame and leaf profile. The glue injection holes in all frame and leaf profiles. Opening the Euro nut in all leaf profiles. The recess for the handle. After the window's assembly, we mustn't forget to drill the decompression hole. All machined surfaces should then be deburred. These operations can also be performed by a CNC machine using the Reynaers Pro data. The corner connections can be made in various ways. During this training we use crimping. This is done as follows. The saw cuts always have to be clean and burr-free. We apply Reynaers protector to the saw cut. We apply silicone to the grooves. We move the crimp corners and corner supports into the chambers. The other profiles are shifted over the corners in order to obtain a complete frame. The mechanical connection is made by crimping. Always use the right crimping cutters and crimping block. Make sure that the machine is adequately adjusted and that the frame is flat on the table, resulting in a perfectly level and closed miter. Afterwards, we apply two-component adhesive to the glue injection holes provided. The frame is then completely cleaned. We conclude by placing the support corners. We repeat the same operations for the leaf. Now we'll apply the gaskets and central gaskets. We cut the central gasket with special shears or with a cutter and mold. During this training we use a mold and prefabricated corner pieces. When we apply the gasket, we make it about 10 mm per meter longer to compensate for any shrinkage. Then we glue the gaskets to the prefabricated corner pieces with vulcanizing agent. Next, we apply the acoustic gasket. The acoustic gasket is also cut with special shears. The gasket must continue in the corners. When we apply this gasket, we also make it about 10 mm per meter longer to compensate for any shrinkage. The gasket must be discontinued at the hinges according to the catalogue guidelines. The cuts are glued with vulcanizing agent. We then apply the glazing gaskets. Again, the glazing gasket is cut with special shears. When we apply this gasket, we make it about 10 mm per meter longer to compensate for any shrinkage. The cuts are glued with vulcanizing agent. Reynaers provides a huge range of door and window hardware, but we can only show one type of hardware in this instruction film. That of a tilt and turn window 600 mm wide and 800 mm high. During basic training, we fit Sobinco chrono hardware. To fit other hardware and for other dimensions, we refer to our access catalogue. We do the following. We first place the inertia block so we can correctly position the rest of the hardware at the bottom of the leaf along the handle side. Then we move the shears and regulation rod in the Euro groove at the top of the sash, and we install the hinge section with the spacer on the shears. We secure the shears with the screw provided. Then the bottom connection rod is applied and positioned along the handle side. Next, we place the corner transmission with the upper regulation rod along the handle side, and we secure the corner transmission. We strengthen the area of the handle recess. Then we take care of the handle and operating mechanism. All the hardware is easy to install. Everything simply clicks together. Next, we install the hinge sections to the leaf. The leaf is now ready. Now we place the inertia block and end pieces on the frame. We install the end pieces with some useful molds. We also install the upper and lower hinge section on the outer frame. We secure the leaf into the frame by using the pivots. We remove the spacer and secure the pivot. Now the hardware can be used and tested for the first time. The further adjustment of this hardware is discussed in great detail during the aluminium joinery installment and adjustment training. Now we place the different glass supports. These support blocks distribute the weight of the glass along the door leaf or window frame. Proper placement is very important for the window's operation. The catalogue provides several drawings showing how each window type is placed correctly. The glazing beading must be sawn to size. It's best measured after the window has been fully assembled. First, we place the bottom and upper glazing beading. The vertical glazing beading goes in between. We finish our work by placing drainage caps and drilling the decompression hole. We conclude by performing a final quality check.